Alright, we're going to try out the new Flux. It's the Amtech NC559. I've really been wanting to try this Flux for a long time. Number one, it's expensive. And in my efforts to find it, I wasn't all that convinced that what I was ordering was actually Amtech Flux and not some of the cheap Chinese crap I already have, and somebody was just printing a label off and sticking it on that junk and overcharging me for it. So I wanted to wait till I found a reputable vendor, and yeah, let's be honest, who's going to place an order of just Flux? So I wanted to get a few other goodies on there. Some iPhone 6 and 6 Plus ICs we'll play with here in just a little bit. This is our bent angle tip and our new and improved reflow. Let's see how this. Typically what we would do is get our Metcal soldering iron out, and there we go. And we would just dope it up with some Chip Quick, and then we would break out the reflow. But I want to see if we can skip those steps, because it is time consuming, and time is money, and we're all about improving efficiency in the process. Looks like we're starting to get warmed up here. And this thing is it's like a fighter jet. I gotta turn this air down on this reflow again. It's really never fails that I find it humorous when someone's watching me do this for the first time. They always make a comment like, "Gee, you're shaking a whole lot there, Jay. Sure shaky, buddy." Like, well, yeah. Seems to work a little better if you move the air around. Don't keep it in just one spot. Let me get some Chip Quick. Or some, not Chip Quick, some solder wick, solder braid. Use the number 3, the Pro Wick. See if I can get that in there. Number 3, Pro Wick. Get the good stuff. Trust me, it's worth the couple extra nickels you're gonna spend on it. So I like to just cut me a couple pieces and kind of sit them here and get them ready. And we'll be using them. Okay, yours are. And to be fair, I am doing this backwards from the way that I normally do it, for the sake of the capture. So, here we go. Gee. Hey guys, Jay's shaking again. Think we should say something to him? It's not the shaking I'm worried about. He's back there talking to himself under that microscope for hours now. Yeah, nobody's back there. It's just him. Who's going first? He keeps the Keltec under the bench back there. I have to admit, this is a little awkward for, I'm usually doing it because not as ambidextrous as I'd like to believe that I am. And clean every one of these off and put some good 60-40 lead-based down to replace it. Much stronger. I know some guys like to put the same stuff, but they don't work here anymore, so I'm going to do it my way. I gotta say, you know, for the simple concept of what I did to this reflow, this cheap rework station, just such a simple concept I came up with to improve it. It took a while. Took a while to implement, but I am beyond impressed with the results. It's like a whole new machine. I'm gonna have to switch hands because this is just painful to watch. I don't know if I've suddenly contracted temporary palsy here, or just I'm really that set in my ways with my hands. Because I have much better control of the rework gun with my left hand, believe it or not. You'd think that the operation of the flux here would be in the secondary hand. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna let that cool before we try and clean that flux and apply new before we put the new port on there. Alright, but nice and clean, nice and flat. See you on side number 2.